Well, no, I wanted to show you this game, Miranda's. Let's have a little look at the trailer. What is your knowledge of games like RuneScape? You ever played RuneScape in the past?
Wait, I've played loads of RuneScape.
Wait, really?
Wait, is that what this is like? This is like...
So
RuneScape
supposedly, this is like a medieval RuneScape-esque MMO RPG. Big open world.
I mean, I'm liking the sound. Liking the sound of it so far.
So as far as I know, this whole RuneScape open world is based on, well, the older titles like this. You're supposed to have this open world, you have your character, you explore, you meet people in taverns, RPG stuff. You a fan of RPGs? You play many of them?
I've not actually played that many, but it does look a little, like it reminds me of some of the Elder Scrolls games or...
Well, let's look a bit deeper into this. The first thing that comes up when you look at this game is it's a blockchain MMORPG. It's made by Gala Games, who have made a lot of games like this in the past. And it gets a little bit mad. The first thing you can see when you go on their website is, well, connect your wallet. Do you have a cryptocurrency wallet?
No.
So the whole thing is a medieval fantasy, but it is based on cryptocurrency and the blockchain. Now, this guy, On-Chain Gaming, I mean, bless his soul. He's a big advocate for this title. But Jesus Christ, I think he's getting a little bit caught up with it.
Online role-playing game with a twist. And that twist is what makes it far grander than any other MMORPG that's ever been designed. And that is that this MMO is going to be taking place on the blockchain, which
I never understand this, right? When developers say they're building this game with a twist, and that twist is in the blockchain, that's like saying, I'm giving you this fucking chocolate brownie, but it's got a twist. And that twist is you don't get the brownie and you still give me the money for it.
Is it a mobile game? Because it does kind of look like a mobile game port.
No, it is not a mobile game, but it gets even better than this. So within Miranda's, it obviously is this medieval open world, a bit like RuneScape, and you can have your own places and stuff like that. I mean, I didn't play too much RuneScape. What was sort of like the basic mechanics of it?
Clicking on stuff, I don't know, there wasn't much.
So these deeds can be bought within the game. There's a limited amount of them, and they're like plots of land. You can buy anything from like a small plot to like an outpost to like a tavern, but they cost obviously cryptocurrency, so real money. Do you see where this is going?
farming plots as well. It's just a really cool deed. So now let's look at the next deed, which is coming up here, which is a farming hamlet. And I actually own one of these deeds. You can watch my video called Why I Just Spent 5,000.
I bet you do. He definitely doesn't have a vested interest in this.
So this guy has bought this farming hamlet for 5 grand, and that's essentially where it's going. And then it gets even better.
One of those deeds that I am tempted to buy myself. And it's really, really interesting right now because this game isn't out yet. We have all of this information and we have these NFTs available that we can purchase and trade.
Wait, the game's not out, and he's already spent 5 grand on a plot of land.
This is where it gets even better. Miranda's is based on a game like RuneScape, where you can buy plots of land within it that people are buying. This guy spent 5 grand on it, and it's not out.
Yeah, it's stuff like this is so sketchy.
He says this as if it's a positive.
We have all of this information and we have these NFTs available that we can purchase and trade amongst ourselves. But right now it's just a whole bunch of speculation because we have no idea like how much profit one of these deeds is going to be able to.
Like, this guy's probably a really nice guy, and he might even see this video, and I don't want anything against this guy, but it's not a positive when saying it's exciting how much speculation there is around this because the game isn't out, but we can already buy it. The excitement for him is the speculation of how big this can go and how much one of these plots could be worth.
It's not even buy the game, though. It's not pre-ordering a game. It's investing in, like, it feels like investing in like in-game currency. It's like putting loads of money in a wallet into something that.
But with the promise that in-game currency is going to be worth more later on, but it can't be worth more unless other people also think it's worth more because it doesn't have any inherent value.
Like, he also wants people to buy into the game, right? Because it will directly increase the value of the money.
He spent 5 grand on a farm.
It, right? So it's like he might as well own stocks effectively.
Not only do we have these plots of like farms and outposts, but there's also these things called Citadels.
After this, we get to the Citadels. Now, there are 5 Citadels in the world of Miranda's, and so far...
By the way, 5 Citadels in the world of Miranda's, a game that isn't currently out.
2 of them are already sold. And each time that a Citadel is sold, it goes up double in price. Yes, each Citadel that's sold is twice the price of the last one. And who knows what power the kings of Miranda's are going to wield.
This is where it gets a little bit weird for me. So he's saying that these citadels grant you some abilities. They've not said what it is, but they'll grant you some ability to be king. And one of the things he said is it's going to give you the ability to rent other bits of plot around you. So then other players, I guess, buy plots off the person that owns the citadel. Does this sound like a pyramid scheme to you?
That does sound really scary.
People do make money off it, which is why it's still around. But only people like this guy who get in early and then promote the hell out of it so other people fall for it and then buy it, even though they're actually buying nothing. Because as soon as this game dies and as soon as the servers go down, everything is gone.
If you have the over $1 million to drop on one of these,
$1 million?
$1 million. But it gets
what?
Now, 1,764 Ethereum is 2.1 million.
Because this is the second Citadel, right? So it's doubled in price. So the next one will be 4 million.
So these are only going to go up and up, these citadels. Who spent 2 million on a goddamn citadel? We look at the Miranda's NFT statistics. In the last 7 days, 275 of these NFTs are sold. The Majestic Weapon Shop a month ago sold for $27,000 within this game. This thing doesn't exist. This thing is the promise that you can have this in the game and that you can potentially sell it on to someone else for more in the future once all these plots are starting to narrow down when there's less available, right?
I mean, I'm sure some people are trying to make money, but I would imagine there's also like a reasonable amount of just whales who just are happy burning money to pay to win.
This guy...
We've got actually gameplay.
On-chain gameplay.
It's the same guy promoting
It's the same
it.
guy.
I wonder why.
But let's take a look at this gameplay, right?
Be able to hear the in-game sounds as well, which we're seeing a really
This is the game, does it?
This is like alpha, right? Or something like this is early stages,
really
please.
coming together. And for those of you guys who don't know why I am so hyped for this game,
I reckon there's 5,000 reasons that he's hyped about this game.
There's actually more reasons why he's hyped about this game, because if we go into the description, this video is sponsored by Gala Games.
Jeez. Wait, why is it crossed out?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's very weird, but I was thinking, right, so is he not? But no, he's still got the referral links that's not crossed out. He's got reference codes.
so hyped for this game. It is going to be one of the first ever massive multiplayer online role-playing games with a full on-chain economy, which means that it's interoperable with the real-world economy.
It looks like a Unity asset thing, right?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Like, none of these look like they've been well made like
You have to buy the arrows then as well. Does the person that owns the Citadel, do they get the full amount of money paid by the people? Or is there some sort of like tax by the company that owns it?
You know what, Nye? I think we're getting to the point where we're thinking more about how this game is going to work than the developers have thought about how this game is going to work.
Yeah, you can just see the potential here.
You can just see the potential here. Can you sabotage other people's? Could you like invade his castle and burn it down and
They
stuff?
spend $1 million on a citadel and they come back and it's been burnt down.
That would make the game more interesting. I'm loving the graphics on this bit. These sort of triangles, are these supposed to be leaves or?
No, I think this is actually dollar bills.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fun and games and everything, but I feel like someone should be looking into this.